The Kentucky Derby is tomorrow, and while the betting odds are in, it turns out there are so many superstitions. A new report reveals that an unusual way of Americans are picking winners this year. Bryant joins me now to share how folks are choosing the horses. Let's break it down with all these oddball trends, Bryant.
Absolutely. There are actually 9 different superstitions that people across the country break out for the Kentucky Derby, ranging from watching with a lucky person to make sure they bet the same post position, as well as betting on the long shot or the favorite. But Kentucky is the only one to actually drink a mint julep during the race. Not before, not after, but during the race is the biggest superstition for Kentuckians.
Now, that makes sense because we are one of the biggest capitals of bourbon. So during your study, what were some of those other popular betting superstitions that you came across?
So perhaps one of the most popular would have been betting on the long shots. People in 10 different states rely on that as their betting strategy heading into the Kentucky Derby, as well as just solely on the coat color of the horse. 9 different states bet on that. And then just the starting position in the paddock. So the 5th position has produced the most winners in the Kentucky Derby since 1930, and 7 different states bet based on where the horse starts the race from.
So why do you think 10 of those states always like to bet on the underdog?
I think it's something a lot fun to root for. I mean, rooting for the favorite could be fun because they're the most likely to win, but you want to be the one to say you called the long shot. You were the one who saw it from the beginning when no one else did. And it makes it a lot of fun to root for. And who doesn't love a good underdog story? Absolutely.
I know I'm one of those that I always pick my horses from the coat color to what the jockey is wearing and maybe how cute they are. So all of that as how I pick mine. And I know during your all study, how are some of those historical backings and how does it make it just a fun tradition?
And like I mentioned before, a lot of people base it on the post position because that's one of where the horse has won the most from since 1930. And I think some people just base off what is fun for them. As I mentioned, some just choose to watch a lucky person, but they just want to have someone to watch the Derby with because they enjoy watching the Derby themselves. The main point is just they enjoy the Derby, but these superstitions add a little bit of fun, give them a chance to win some friendly wagers or even win some hard-earned money that they put on the line when it comes to watching the Derby.
Well, it's always a good day to win some money, especially on the horse races. So how accurate are some of these superstitions?
It really just depends. So the coat color, that one is all over the place. There is no really consistent data. People just like to bet on that because of the way the horse appears or what they think are the prettiest. There's no real data to back up that one's more accurate than the other. People tend to stray away from horses with the gray coat because that is considered unlucky. And that's not one that wins, but one that tends not to win per se. And then, of course, betting on the favorite, that's usually the most accurate. And when it comes to the long shot, it doesn't happen very often, so I would say that's one that's more for fun than actually going for an accurate and predicting the actual winner of the Derby.
Now, after you've done all this study and you've published your findings and seen what states, which ones go with what, has that weighed in what you will bet tomorrow during the Derby?
Well, I will probably be one who follows America and the 10 states that bet on the favorites. I may go with a long shot or with American Promise, who is not only a long shot at 30-1, but is also starting in the 5th in the paddock, which is again one of the biggest winning spots. So I would say either the favorite or someone like American Promise, who kind of the 2 birds with 1 stone and being a long shot, but also starting in that really popular spot in the paddock.
Well, thank you, Bryant, for sharing this with us, and happy Derby, and good luck betting.
Thank you as well. Enjoy.
I'll be drinking my mint juleps and hoping for the best.